Thank you very much, members of the Fourth Estate, for honoring our press release today. My name is Edward Githaiga. I'm the chairperson of the Nairobi City County Social Audit Network. We're here to present to you the Citizen Report for 2022-2023, which basically looks at the situation analysis and what the residents, business community, and Kenyans in general feel about the new leadership in Nairobi City County and how it has impacted in their lives. So we're going to look at the areas of education, we're going to look at the areas of health, we're going to look at the areas of transport, infrastructure, and youth empowerment, public participation, and the like. So Nairobi City County social audit and analysis, this is a way of measuring, understanding and reporting and ultimately improving the Nairobi City County government socio-economic performance. The aim is to help the Nairobi City County government narrow the gaps between the vision that they had in their manifesto and the goal and the reality between the efficiency and effectiveness of their leadership. We shall start with education. In Nairobi City County, the county government has been investing 19% of the budget that is available for them in education, through also the feeding program, 31%, infrastructure development at 22%, and we've seen an increased enrollment by 28% of students in class. According to the promise of the county governor, he said that in his manifesto, he'll introduce a school feeding program for all public primary schools. He also talked about building and equipping vocational training centers, which will be transformed into technical hubs and skill hubs, and also to set up 17 centers for children with special needs and community libraries. In terms of delivery, the school feeding program has been launched, as you all know. It was launched a week ago by His Excellency the President of Kenya, His Excellency William Samoei Ruto. So therefore, the program that Sakaja had promised has come to fruition, and this has seen a lot of support by the residents and the citizens of Nairobi. And now we know that 250,000 learners in public primary schools and nurseries will be able to have a decent meal a day. We also understand that the budgetary allocation as per the budget proposal in the county assembly, which will be read on Thursday, that is tomorrow, today, is for 1.2 billion. And this is a very big achievement for the county government, because we know the children are the future, and when children are hungry, according to the citizens, even learning becomes a problem. So this has really accelerated and graded the county government's performance very highly. And we are also talking about them having not just a meal, but a nutritious meal every day. And there will also be 17 central kitchens being constructed in the 17 sub-counties of Nairobi, so that the supply of food can be ultimate and can be positive. He also said, and it is true, that it has boosted the enrollment of children by 28%. There is an increase because most parents now feel that their children can go to school and get a meal a day. As you know, the hard economic times we're facing today, thousands of children are sleeping hungry every day. So therefore, by the county government introducing food in school, that will attract a lot of more students. In the areas of building and equipping vocational training centers, the Nairobi County Governor Sakaja has signed memorandums of understanding with Mozilla Corporation, Moringa School, Adenian Labs, and Baraza Media Lab that will focus on innovation and digital economy until 2027. This has really shown that the county government, according to even the citizens, they are hopeful that this time round the vocational training centers will be fully utilized by the impetus that will be brought by the private sector organizations and hubs that have signed an MOU with the county government. And the youth also will be able to access free digital skills training, enrollment of Moringa graduates into the county entrepreneurship and mentorship programs, We know very well the county government also has got a mentorship and entrepreneurship program whereby the students who go through the vocational training will be assimilated into the county entrepreneurship program and the marketing program so that they can be able to set up their businesses, and some have already started in that. We are also seeing an increased school enrollment has been witnessed by parents and alike in the vocational centers, and this has been brought up by the equipment of these training centers and the increase in the teachers, and therefore ensuring transition and retention from high school to vocational training centers. Other areas of impact have been increased capacity of ECD centers in public primary schools and refurbishing the existing ECDs. Also offering free basic ECD education, and plans are underway also to construct 17 centers for special needs for children. This we have seen 100% transition to secondary schools through fair identification and disbursement of bursaries. There will also be in the county government for those vocational trainee graduates apprenticeships, opportunities for employment in the county government. We will also providing psychosocial support for teaching staff and students as well. In the areas of health, in areas of medication, equipping, expansion and customer service and technology, this sector has seen the highest accolade for significant improvement in access to health facilities and medical supplies. The Nairobians have felt the impact currently taking place in Nairobi City County government run facilities, hospitals, clinics and dispensaries. The old stories of no medicines in county hospitals is a thing of the past. Long queuing and rude hospital workers is no longer tolerated. Expansion of Mama Lucy Hospital and Mbagathi Hospital has made citizens have increased faith in the county government management of the health sector. The promises made by the county government were including proper management of public health facilities, priority in mental health care, establishing a county blood bank, prioritizing patient engagement and experience, quality service delivery at all service points, upscaling the HDU and ICU, stocked and equipped hospitals, have specialized clinics and centers of excellence, and equipping and decentralizing ambulance and emergency services. To a new approach to the citizens have seen a new approach to the management of the entire public sector. The health sector leadership has seen an impetus in the work being conducted by the Chief Officer of Health, Jeffrey Mosiria. The citizens have said that they would normally bump into the health chief officer in the wee hours of the morning, inspecting, managing, and ensuring patients were receiving best healthcare services. The supply of medical equipment and medicines, citizens have seen a huge boost for Nairobians in the 85 and 17 sub-counties. The renaming of the Nairobi City Mortuary to Nairobi City Funeral Home and equipping it with coolers, works including installation of new cooling units, cold rooms, drainage works, which are complete. Citizens feel more dignified and appreciated by the new changes. Thirdly, hiring and engaging community health workers, who number 7,460. This has helped citizens with terminal and serious diseases access health centers easier. Citizens and communities are very happy about this. In the areas of the expansion, Pumwani Hospital expansion is underway as its title has been issued. The modern newborn clinic constructed and completed at Mbagathi has enabled citizens give back, especially in the Kibera area. The launch of the first ICU at Mama Lucy has brought increased access to health facilities by Nairobians especially in the Eastlands area. The launch of the second intensive care unit at Mbagathi has also helped. In the areas of affordability, healthcare has impressed the citizens, because before, most of the private hospitals was where you were able to get quality health facility, but now with the equipping and allowing medicine, putting medicines at the hospitals has enabled citizens to access it, and therefore has created a great impression on the health sector. In the areas of trade, the markets have seen an increased usage at 21%. The hawkers also have seen an increased availability of space in the county. The areas of licensing, there is more licenses that have been issued. Therefore, that shows there is a lot of more new businesses that have come up. And in the area of public participation, that as well. The establishing of a hustler docket in the county government of Nairobi to deal with trade has created a positive perception towards the Nairobi City County government approach, with making the best Nairobi a trade hub in Africa. For hawkers in the Nairobi CBD have been treated with dignity, and designated areas of trading from the old way of Kanjo has disappeared. Nairobians are happy with the current state of order in the Nairobi CBD, where hawkers are designated areas downtown. In the areas of markets, those that were not fully completed have been completed, and traders have occupied these markets, and citizens are happy compared to how it was during the COVID period. Matters of unfair distribution is a thing of the past according to the citizens. Women, youth have felt access to these opportunities by accessing these market stalls. The county government has also aided markets like Ikomba, Toy Market, that have been ravaged by fires, and the county government has allocated some funds in the renovation and in the rebuilding of these markets. The only challenge traders have raised is the areas of nightclubs. Many of the pubs and clubs that were operating in estates have been closed, and the owners of these institutions feel affected, and therefore give a negative perception on how the Nairobi County government is working. However, the residents, on the other hand, praised the county government in the closures of these pubs because they were a nuisance and they were in residential areas and near private schools. Therefore, the residents praised them. In the areas of licensing, the licensing have been digitized, therefore reducing time while queuing at the Nairobi City County. In the areas of infrastructure, transport and water and sanitation, the county government has invested hugely in the areas of transport, in the areas of infrastructure, in the areas of sanitation and water. In infrastructure, the Nairobians have witnessed an increased road construction projects going on in the ward levels, and this has been supported by the majority of residents. Residents have said they are very confident with the governor of Nairobi, Sakaja, for the road and infrastructure projects currently being undertaken. In the areas of drainage construction and cleanups and unblocking of drainage has encouraged residents, unlike the past previous county governments where a lot of flooding were witnessed. That is now a thing in the past. Approvals of the expressway exit was much welcomed by the Nairobi residents. The completion of the Uhuru and Nairobi Park comes as a plus to residents, awaiting its official opening, and this has also seen the Safari Rally being launched at the Uhuru Park. Matatu decongestion program has also received support by majority of residents. The change of use of the Nairobi terminus has been welcomed by residents, because residents were saying the Nairobi terminus is too far for them to access, and therefore residents are waiting to see the new Nairobi terminus, where it's going to be located, and also where it is now. According to the county government, they are waiting to see the public participation so that they can give their views. In the areas of border, Border recognition through border circles have been seen a lot. Have seen a more organized sector currently allowed to pick and drop in the CBD. Residents are happy, and the border riders especially, after the waiver was given to release the impounded borders. The borders are able now to access the CBD, and therefore residents are able to access the CBD faster because the borders have designated dropping spots to drop and pick the residents. Access to water and sanitation has been improved, and there is a lot of work going on with the Nairobi City Water Company to ensure that access to water and sanitation is there. And as you have all seen in the social medias, where there is issues of drainages, the county government has been able to clear these drainage issues of sewerage blockages at the fastest time possible. So the Nairobi City County residents are happy about that. In areas of public participation, inclusivity, policy consideration, and grassroots engagement. In public participation inclusivity, residents, businesses, private sectors all feel appreciated by the Nairobi County government under His Excellency Johnson Sakaja for the effort he has put in ensuring public participation gets first priority in all county matters by appointing CECs and chief officers in charge of the public participation. This has helped the public be informed on upcoming county development plans, county budgetary plans, service delivery charters, alcohol control measures, and sound pollution regulations, among others. Community involvement in these areas of sport facilities such as the Dandora Stadium, which is soon to be open thanks to public participation. In areas of grassroots engagement, the citizens at the grassroots felt that the Nairobi City County government presence is felt, and they are involved in grassroots. In areas where garbage collection has been neglected, it is the grassroots engagement that has helped sort out this menace. In areas of security of residents, they praise the county government approach of working closely through the multi-sectoral formula with businesses, residents, communities, police, and the Nairobi City County security and enforcement agencies. Reduced number of muggings have been witnessed, and the county governor has a social media presence that acts on reports, videos on crimes, as was witnessed recently when tourists were robbed by a gang of youth along Ngong Road, and the suspects were caught thanks to the social media intervention by His Excellency Sakaja and the CCTV cameras available. So that shows that the county government is doing its best on areas of security. In areas of youth and women and PWDs, the residents and citizens felt that Nairobi City County government is well balanced, with youth and women taking a significant number of CECs and chief officers in the county government. There is also a general perception that youth, women, and PWDs are involved in decision making and policy formulation. In the areas of sports and creative economy was the most attractive to this sector, and all the respondents felt confident that the county government and His Excellency Governor Sakaja were prioritizing youth, women, PWD issues, but also wished PWDs would be considered if elections was held today. 80% of the residents say they would vote Governor Sakaja. 70% believe that he has the right team. 60% believe there is room for improvement. 45% want Governor Sakaja to hold monthly sectorial meetings, and 70% say water access has increased in city estates, and it can increase more if more resources are allocated. However, citizens felt that they were not confident with the Nairobi City water management. Thank you very much. That is the end.